Hello YouTube, this is Chesco for STEM APKs. Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to continue where we left off with this drop down, with the detection drop down. So as you remember, there's some of them that are not yet complete. I mean, feature detection, that's the one that we've been working on. But we needed to add, if you remember, we needed to add the processors file, which is this guy right here. Where's this motion detector, that's not the one, it's this guy right here. So we need this file. I already uploaded it into it's right here. I created a directory called utils processors ts, and it's this file right there. Okay, I'm gonna show you right now, just in case you don't remember, is this guy right here. So just this is what we're doing right now. We did feature detector last tutorial, and we're talking about this one right now, processors TS, and then we're going to do these four other ones in this tutorial and probably the next tutorial. So let's continue. So now we go to this file right here. What is going on in this file? It's a very important file, mostly for the template matching and the motion detection, but also for this file. What's happening here in this first um, function right here, there's a class detection processor, and then what is going on here? Basically, is making sure, is checking whether the matrix has been deleted or not. And if it has not been deleted, it's basically a cleanup method. And what it does is it takes a variable number of OpenCV matrices, and it checks if each matrix has been deleted or not. And if it's not already been deleted, it safely deletes it in order to free memory, basically. So it's constantly checking to make sure that we can free memory, deleting and cleaning up. What is going on here? This is mostly for template matching, and the next you're gonna see that probably in the next tutorial. And it's initializing an array to track the matrices for cleanup. This is where it's happening here. So it's keeping track of them so it can clean them up. And basically it creates two matrices, CV matrices, one named gray source, one named gray template, and these are what these are. And it clones one of them. It assumes that there is about 15% of source size, because when you see the template matching, you're getting a big image first with the one that you're looking for, whatever template matching that you're trying to accomplish. So it needs to assume source size, and that's what is happening here. And I'll show you when we do template matching. And then it does the scale, because it needs to be really careful with the scale or it's not going to work. And I'll show you that also later when we do template matching. And this is all template matching related. Now it goes into, this is the motion. This is what we're going to be talking in next. Basically, it does the same thing. In order to do better detection, it first converts it into grayscale. It always does that most of the time. Noise reduction, so it creates it does a Gaussian blur. A stretch binary, we did that in the other tutorial where we were talking about edge detection, and we talked about these guys here, morphological filters and contours. That's all from the last two tutorials ago. So nothing that you haven't seen. Basically, being that it's motion, so it takes a video frame because we'll be showing you that later. And that's what that does. So now let's test it to make sure it works. We go into feature detection. We choose an image. First, we need to choose which one of the two algorithms. We'll use ORB first. Let's choose an image. Let's use Apple, which is a little bit different because it doesn't have corners. So let's do detect features of that one. And there you go. That's ORB. And you can change the features, change the scale factor. That's the beauty of having these dynamic sliders, so you can dynamically change them. You can see that the features change when I do that. Now we can change the algorithm to accelerated case, and you can see it's less noisy. And sometimes it works better than ORB. Some people prefer it, some people, it depends on your application. And that's what that's doing. Behind the scenes, that's, I explained to you what's going on. So that's feature detection. Now we're going to go and do motion detection. We're going to go to this one. I'm jumping object detection because I already uploaded motion detection by mistake 2 tutorials ago. So let's just continue with that so not to confuse you. So as you can see, I already did it here. And it's motion detector. As you can see, it uses the same guys, the same guys that we've been using this whole time. It's right there. Let's open it on Jupyter. Let's open motion detection. And let's go over it because this is one of the most popular. People use it all the time to do detection. So what's going on in this one? It's importing the utils processors. I just show you that. It's hooks, lots of hooks, lots of DOM elements because it's constantly talking to the, you're constantly seeing motion on the camera, it's detecting it, so it's constantly changing. So it's that's why I added that stability there to make it more stable from 1 to 10. I'll show you. These are the initial values when you first start it, but they can be changed, they can be adjusted depending on your application. Threshold, the controls, you've seen this before a million times. It starts at minimum of 10, max of 100, step size for threshold, for blur, for minimum area, maximum area, and stability. Here, how we can change, reuse the same name without having to create a new one. We keep going down. This use effect here, where's the use effect? Past it? No, it's right here. Okay, this use effect is very important because it captures the video frame and into a temporary canvas. It converts it to grayscale. Which one? Yeah, it's this one. There's so many of them, and there's so many detections that I'm getting lost here. It's making sure that is it active or is it not active? Is it loaded or is not loaded? Is it current? Is not current? Is the canvas ref current or not current? It's doing because it's changing every frames to keep up with the motion, right? So this is what it's doing here. So it's constantly changing and applying Gaussian blur for noise reduction, compares with the previous frame. It finds the areas of motion using contour detection. So all of that is going on at once. And then here, it creates, this is what creates is stability motion that I mentioned before. Because when I show it to you, you will see that sometimes you need to 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 slow it down a little bit because it's super sensitive. And here's the cleanup time. Make sure that there are no memory leaks. And here is a lot of it, mostly of the UI rendering and what's going on, and making sure the controls and display, the camera control button, the error display, the motion core count indicator, and all that. You're gonna see that in action in 1 minute. And then this is the page that shows the motion detector, as you can see it right there. That's all it is. And now let's start it. I hope it works. Motion detection. These are the sliders. You can start the camera, threshold, blur, stability. And I did not add a button to this one, so I need to add the button. I forgot that I thought I had it. Did it on this one, but I forgot to do it on this one. Motion detection. Yeah, say process image button. I forgot to add it to this one. I will probably do it in this tutorial or the next tutorial. But let's get started with this one. And let's start the camera. Sure it works. Nothing happening because I'm not moving. But the moment that I start moving, start detecting, and then, like I did before, it works pretty very sensitive. You can make it even more stable by creating the stability here. You can change the thresholds right here. Make them even more sensitive, less sensitive, create more blur. Change the minimum area. And as you can see, change the max area. You can create bigger rectangles. So all of that is happening in that. So the only thing is missing. I can't believe I forgot to add the button, but I'll add it in the next tutorial. But this is basically what's going on in this with the motion detection. So now let's see what's going on here. So now we have feature detection, we have motion detection, we have 3 more to go. So let's keep going down here. This is the processors that we just talked about. And now I think I'm gonna do that in the next tutorial. This is a simple object detector. We'll just do it in the next tutorial, not to make these tutorials too long. This is the end of this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please click the like box and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.